Welcome to the Grand Design Series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 18th of February 1916. So for once we are picking up while there's still snow on the ground for a reason which I'll explain in a little while. In the last part we started to lay some track very, very slowly, and I think this is something that you do need to be aware of when you are doing an early start. Track laying is a very painful process, but at the same time you need to look at it more as a long-term project. And what I'm trying to do at the moment is get out to get a connection to the border. So we've got to come out here, around here, connect to this area here, and what that means is we'll have the ability to bring another track layer in which might be a little bit better quality than the one we've already got. Now during the winter we also had a bit of a disaster in the sense that we had a fire out here which flattened this warehouse. So this basically warehouse is toast. It's probably the polite way of going it. Now I want to talk about why I'm actually starting in the snow. And if I turn around here, again, if you watched the previous video, you'll be aware that I was putting street sweepers down. And what you can see here is the effect of the street sweepers. And the top tip here, if you are planning on actually putting these street sweepers down, winter is a good time to do it, because you can see here at the moment this is kind of implying that there's coverage, but this building has not actually been finished yet. So the moment we've got even this one here is also not covered, but what happens is it kind of, the presence of the building, even if it's not built, seems to keep the road clear. Eventually these street sweepers will be removed once we get to a point where we can get some good quality technical offices with snowplows on them. So what I've really done is put these street sweepers in more in this area as a source of gravel for our rail construction, and also to kind of keep everyone a little bit occupied while things are going on. But as I say, eventually this will all be replaced. Now the other thing I've also done over here whilst through the winter is I've planned a bus stop here, so that what we can do is put a public service in between these two bus stops so that we give a bit more flexibility to our workforce. Now let's speed the game up actually now so we can get out of the snow. And what I've also done is the same over here. We've got 4 street sweepers here, which I think this guy is being built, yeah. And then we're just picking it up the thing, but you can see the downside is that these street sweepers will consume our workforce. And you can see we've now come out, the snow's now gone, but you can see we've got these marks here left over, but eventually these will kind of disappear, eventually I think. Anyway, so that's the street sweepers. What we're going to be doing in this part is a couple of things. The first thing is I want to work on a meat store, which is probably the simplest thing to do. I'm trying to get this meat store built here. This is the cold storage building, because one problem I had during the winter was that the stores here started to run out of meat. And I think the problem we've got is that while we've got lots of meat over here in this cold store, see we've got 27 tons here, what we don't have is the ability, the trucks that are kind of delivering the meat to the 2 stores in this area aren't really being able to keep these fully full up, which has caused a little bit of a drop in our happiness. I mean, it's not a disaster, but so what I'm going to do is set up the meat store here. What we'll do then is set up a distribution office which will keep enough meat in here to be able to provide a regular supply to our 2 shops in this area. And this is the dimension that I need to start thinking about, is how I can actually start to, how can you say, provide long-term stability. Now the next thing I want to do is also based about a slight winter problem, in the sense that the food supplies here got a bit sketchy. And what I had to do was, if we go to imports, you can see I had to return to importing food. So what I want to do over here is set up a slightly more advanced version of what we got here in the sense of the orchards. I know they're not going to run all year round, but I think if I can build up a little bit of a stockpile of food around here, and then what that can be used for is to level off the supply of food. Well, that's the theory anyway, guys. We're going to see. And then hopefully the other thing I really do want to start working on is planning this town out here. Because one thing that's going to happen if I'm not careful is that we're going to start getting the population too big. And what will that mean is that we'll be building houses in here for residents. And you can see we've already got a population of 6,500 workers. I think that's workers. Let's check the overall population. Yeah, no, that's the actual population. We've got 4,431 workers. So that's something else we do need to consider. What I've also did off camera was plan this, but at the moment we're still building in this area here to try and get, so this would be like one of our last population centers here. Our prison is still okay, but as I say, what I want to do is get these street sweepers operational. So I think the first thing I want to work on is here, and I'm going to put a, I'm going to start with mud footpaths just to get the range to there. We've got enough space to fit some dwellings in here. We've got 4 dwellings here. It's one still being built. But if we can get up some other dwellings in here, if I'm careful, if just to show you, I'm just going to use ordinary buildings so we can kind of slip some 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus we got this little corner here. So what I want to do is we're going to go to mods factory. Where's factory? Orchards. Actually, let's see if there's any other options. This is a large irrigated farm. That's not really what I'm looking for. We've got orchard expansion plots here. B3. I don't think we've got any other form of got grapevines here. Wow, it's actually a bit bigger. That produces 1 ton of food. You just go back and see the orchards. This is 0.5. This is this big. I'm wondering if we put a grapevine in and then we got some kind of expansion group here. What's the storage here? This can store 10 tons of food. I'm kind of thinking this might be the better option. I've never built these. I've had them a very, very long time. And I think we put an orchard there. And I think the way this actually works is, if you look at the expansion fields, they've only got a warehouse for 1 ton of and what you do is these don't actually have a road connection. So the idea is that you put an orchard, vineyard next to it. I suppose this is a vineyard, isn't it? And you put the expansions like that. And what happens is that as these fill up, they will then, and what actually happens is as these fill up, the crops will flow into this one, which is the actual vineyard, which has 10 tons of food. The only main concern is the fact that this has got produces mixed waste. So we're going to probably have to put in, and what we'll do is we'll put path there. I'll leave that road there for the moment. Gee, no. Cancel that. And we'll put a footpath there. So what do we need to build these? Not that much. 20 tons of bricks. So what we'll have here is 3 vineyards which will have the capacity to, when they're actually operating, when the temperature is over things, they will produce 1 ton of food per day in each one. That means they're producing 3 tons of food today. But what you will see is that that's 30 workers in each, times 3 is 3. But 3 fields will need 90 workers. Multiply that by 3. That's going to be 270 workers we're going to need in here to keep this operational. And of course, what we're going to need here is a small distribution office. So just put the distribution office in D6. Great. I think we'll have to put the distribution office just down here, like that. Now, what I could do is put a warehouse on the back like I did over here. But what I want to do is this to function as the... I think this was produced by Nova. Apologies if he didn't produce it. But I want this to function as it is, because what we'll do is we'll send... How much food storage we got in here? We got 21 tons. I think it's going to be okay, because then again, maybe not. Let me just see. Maybe I want to push this away a little bit. I think what we'll do is, the trouble is these guys are already at work, aren't they? Can I demolish you? Yep, I can. Good. What we can do is we'll take you out. Go back to factory. That's the... What we'll do is we'll put... Yeah, we can be a bit sneaky here. We can put a road in like that. Put the road down to here, like that. And then what we can do is put a warehouse here. So if I, because this will still be in range of this workforce by easily. And then we can put a warehouse here. This is 100 tons of food. Yeah, we can put this in like this. Let's drop you there. Yeah, I think this will work better because we can get 100 tons of food in here. Actually, maybe we can go a bit bigger. What's the next one up? 200 tons of food. Okay, let me just see if we can go another level up. Yeah, I think if we put this one in there, that gives us 200 tons of food into there. Because I am building this for the longer term. And then what we can do is put in a 6-slot, not distribution office, cargo station. And then what we can do is just tuck in a cargo station about, actually no, we'll put it this way round to reduce the number of junctions on the main road, because this is going to be like a service area. And then you can connect to there. Yeah, I think that will work, because that will give us the output. We can store the crops in here. And then what that will mean is that the food in here can be distributed directly to the shops. And that also opens up the possibility that we could see, let's just go a little bit over the top on options. We put another one just in, say about there, like that. remove you. And then we can, don't really want you there, remove you. And then do is run, put path to there. And then just do a quick spot check. That one's actually not connected, so this is built out the back, so see if that will bring that building in range. Yeah, we may have to kind of, well, we can always put another property in there. Let me just try that. Say we put a we can put anything we want in here at the moment. Yeah, we can put another property in there. That will bring that in range. So what that will give us is the capacity at 1, 2, 3, 4 tons per day, which we can then push into there, which we can then use. Okay, I think that will work for the long term. Yeah, I actually quite like that, actually. Right, we've got a chateau there, so basically when this is finished we will have enough space in here for about 400 people. In fact, I think while I'm thinking about it, residential, I think what we could do is go back to page 1. We could possibly put in a couple of Jade apartments here. Yeah, I think if we put in 1, 2, 3 Jade apartments here. Whoops. And then we can run a path through to there. Yeah, I think we're looking good. I mean, we do need to put in the water services because I have planned this here. Oops. I'm going to get the ground crews working on this and this for the moment. Actually, I think what we'll do is, I don't think these guys are doing particularly that much at the moment, so they can get artwork on that sewage line for the moment. And I think it's time for you to start working on that building there. I mean, we're still suffering from a little bit of a kind of general shortage, whether we like it or not, but there's not much I can do about it. Waiting for 1.81 tons of steel. I did have a problem with the steel mill here. The game got a bit confused, and finally being able to force it. Yeah, I think we've got a problem with coal now. Was it power? I had a problem here in the fact that the game kept insisting that I wanted to store coal, not iron. In fact, it's gone back again. So I think it's to do with the conveyor. So I need to keep and make sure that there's enough iron in here to be able to get things done. Anyway, that we're now building up. Let's just go and see how our trucker trains are working. We are. Absolutely no. Oh, wait. I don't want you going that way. What I want you building is that, and then go out that way to get the connection to the border. I don't even want you building that at the moment. I've got no problem you building this, but what I want is this connection here. And then what we will do is push it out this way to get a connection to the depot. Now, the other thing I'm kind of planning is that we're going to be using this distribution office. And what I'm going to do is be a little bit sneaky by putting fuel in the distribution office so that we can get away with only the using the diesel line through here. So we may not actually ever get round to electrifying it. Although we also need to get out to here to build this coaling station. Anyway, so let me just check our economy. Yeah, we are got a trickle of money coming in. Right, what I want to do is just very, very quickly find... Okay. You're filling up gravel. Well, it's a mixture of gravel and something else which they used to have to sweep up quite a lot when the days of horses in order to keep the streets clean. I'm pretty sure YouTube might say something if I start talking about it too much. You're going to pick up that. You're working and you're picking up gravel as well. So again, just find the... I'll just add you to the list to pick up. So we got this going here. The other thing we're also doing is I'm kind of trying to get these worked out as well. Let me just remove that road there. Because unlike the other farm, what I want to do, if possible, is strengthen the connections to that. We're also going to need to build. So this is an in, and I think this is an out. So we'll put those there. We can put the mud road back for the windmill, but we're not going to build it. Okay, so that's okay. And I want the road crew out. I want to get at least this core area put in before we actually make a start on actually putting this farm together, because it's going to be quite a big investment actually on that matter. We've now got the road connection through here, so we can take out that and that. Is there anything else we can do through here? Right, we've got these done, so we can take that out. But what I will do is, actually, I think if we do the one in the center first, and just make sure that gets picked up. Allocate you. Get that built as well. It's a quick Skype pass star waste processing system. This could become problematic eventually. Getting a lot of gravel down here. We have a problem with the gravel supply. Okay, these guys are... Okay, well, just going to let them build this. Because technically, the quicker we get more workers into here, the quicker I can run the less risk of actually getting... just want to check here. Yeah, it's a delivery issue. Managing your delivery on when you do an early start, managing your delivery is something that can be quite a big challenge, to be honest. Okay, game. You just do your own thing. Just pick this. Right, so what we got out here, we built our first store. and we're gonna have to, which should cover most of the town except these at the back here, and we put a second store up here because obviously with the risk of earthquakes, which we haven't had for a little while, which is kind of can you put it, tempting fate, is we got that there. I think we've got this road's a bit naff, so we're gonna have to take this out, because I'd like to build a little bit of an enclave in here. Take that out, take away the footpath, because I do need to start. Oh great, where is it? Oh no, don't do this to me, game. Right, we got lots of fire engines coming in. It's going to be luckily the actual speed of the fire is quite low, but the trouble is, where are the fire trucks coming from? Come on, game, come on, come on. I think we got the first one coming in here. This is one of the newer ones. We got two of the newer ones coming in. What they should do is start to hold the fire. I mean, these would have a full crew of 9. Actually, there's the Thunderer coming in as well. There. Now, what we got to do now is watch the actual maintenance problem, because at the moment you can see that the wear and tear and maintenance on the building is going up, because while we're holding the fire, the maintenance is going up. If we don't get a fire crews out here, so we're getting, wow, come on. Oh, right, we've now got control, and we're now actually putting the fire out. But what you can see is we've now got wear and tear of 68%. Wow, that was a little bit scary. Something tells me I've got to think. Let me just see, what are we producing here? We've got snow plows. I'm just going to change this to I don't want that. I want fire trucks. I'm gonna get some more fire trucks here. Got one. Question the question is, where did the fire truck here? Okay, sorry, you're finished. That was too much of a scare, so you're gonna go there, and we're gonna send you to there. Right, let's just check the other fire stations. Probably the steam one. We have 24 kilometers an hour. You have 43. Let me just see. Yeah, we need to replace you. And what have you got here? Yep. And then what we've also got is a fire station up here that really needs a new fire truck as well. So I think two would be enough for what we need to do. That's got asphalt. That's not good. Was my road crew over here? Have you picked up that? The asphalt plant can't produce asphalt. What's up with that? Yes, it can. It's just that you haven't got workers. Workers is going to be a major issue. I think I don't. Can I use? I've got a problem here. I think I need to start doing some of this. Yeah, I've been kind of trying to avoid this for a little while, but I think the time has come to start. Because by doing this, what you're actually doing is telling the trucks that they don't need to pause when they're coming out here. Okay, come out here. Yeah, good. You're good. You can go that way. Right. That should improve the flow a little bit, because trucks will no longer be pausing to say, do I need to go into here or something like that, which is going to be quite important, because every time a truck encounters a junction like this, if it's got to slow down and think about what it actually needs to do. Right, so we've now got the technical services here. So what I'm going to do is, this is our first technical services. We are building one over here, I think. But yeah, we got one over here, but I don't think it's, I think we're still working on the asphalt and that, but we've got some snow plows now. So I've got a feeling the street sweepers are not going to be active out in this area for very long, to be honest. I mean, the ploughing speed isn't brilliant, but if they can keep the roads clear, but another one out here. What I really want is this to do is to focus on this area and see if we can get that done. Right, that that done. Back to what we were doing out here. What I'd like is a hospital on this corner. We are going to stick with the historic hospital. I think we may have to asphalt some footpaths actually. Will that improve the no, I want that road kept open. Actually, if I bring you out like that and just curve you around the pond like that, and then if we put it so that that is facing that way. Yeah, I think if we do something, actually, that'd be even better. I can come in on the angle. Traffic jam. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. Yeah, I think that would be pretty good as a traffic jam. Yeah, what was causing that is that these are the actual, I think this is the police coming in to check on the thing, but in a similar vein to what I was saying about the meat, I think we're going to press this building into being able to do things right. We've now got this set up. I need a distribution office. Oh, this is getting painful. Distribution offices. You're full up. I thought I was building one here. We've got distribution office with spare slots there. We've got, right, what I'm going to have to do is we're going to have to buy, let's see if we can get, what have you got in the way of refrigeration trucks? Now, I don't want to buy refrigeration trucks capacity. What's the biggest one we've got here? 2 tons. It's got a top speed of 22. This is 1.5 and it's got a speed of 21. 1.5 Euro 22. 1.5. This is 3 tons. Okay. We're gonna have to Well, we got 300,000, so we're going to buy 2 of those. And your job is going to be to pick up from here. And you will pick up. And you are going to take meat to here. And you're going to unload. Let's move over there. We're going to set you to. We set you to 50%. Okay. I'm just going to let the game run. While we're here, I just want to. Has this building been repaired already? And we got fertilizer. Minimum. Well, where's your maintenance requirement? 68. Yep. So this building is now under repair. Just make sure. Large farm. It's not complaining about anything. I'm just going to leave you on pure maintenance mode. And you can support everything that's going on. Right. Right, we've now got a what we call it here. The historic there. We've got the stall there. I think what we will do is secret police. Where's the secret police? What I'm going to do is put the secret police, actually, if I can flip that round, we'll put the secret police right alongside the store. This is really for aesthetics, and we'll actually put the police station and we'll put the police station just about there, like that. So what we've got is this store, the police station, the secret police. They're all similar buildings, so they should, style-wise, they should look almost exactly the same. Now, the next thing we're going to need to do is think about education. I think we've got a nice little slot here from a point of view of education. It'd be nice if I could put in, how's this going to cover? If we could get some nice coverage here. I think we can get, put the kindergarten there. We'll put this, well, probably going to need multiple kindergartens anyway, so put an old school next to it. And this is going to be our kind of service utility type area here. We got school. Let's just check the coverage. Yeah, we got one building out the end, the back here that could. Well, I think if we build that, put part of there, that might be enough to get that range of the school. Of course, we're going to need a university out here as well. Not sure what I want to do university-wise at the moment. Well, we don't need field, so we can remove this. This was really put in for an aesthetic reason. So what we could do is get a university on this corner here. Technical university. I mean, the university we choose is not particularly that important, to be honest, because we could put another medical university in here, technical university, and of course we got the headquarters of the Communist Party. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put the headquarters of the Communist Party in here, because that while it's technically a university, it's kind of also saying this is where the party members are going to meet. And bearing in mind that our research now is very well advanced. In fact, I should check my thing, because what we've got here, train production, I think, well, I mean, we're on 1917. Television wasn't really around in those days. Bauxite, airport infrastructure. I think what we'll do is we're just going to research airport infrastructure. Just check the medical university. Yeah, we. How's the growth rate at the moment? It's not. Births. Just push this back. Yeah, well, I mean, we are ahead. So we don't really need that research done at the moment. Loyalty is 69, which is about as high as we're ever going to get it. What I'm going to do is I've got the achievement. We got to do all the research, so I'm going to research these power grid connections. Now these are one-off, which you do once, but then once you use the grid connector, you can do it again. So we're just going to do these mainly just for the pure research. I've got no real plans to provide an off-site grid connector, but it will mean that they will be there when we actually need it. So these guys will now start moving about 15 tons of meat up to here. Once we've got meat, a pretty good supply, we're starting to get a supply of meat into here now. Building's on fire again. That's okay, it's no problem. Find here. Actually, what we could do is move you to there. Remove that cold storage. I don't know, you're going to pick up from there. I think the problem with meat is that the amount you deliver here is it's not too bad. It's here. I think what we might do is I'm going to put a small. I think we'll put a small distribution office in here, and then what we can do is eventually start. And we got a 4 slotter. I think if we put you there, say like that, and then what we can do is start distributing from here the meat. Yep, I think that will work. And let's just check this guy. 1.10. I think I'm gonna change this to this one as well for the moment. We may get a temporary shortage. Remove you, and it will take them a little while to settle down. Is that another fire? What on earth is burning down now? Oh, great. Fire crews, please. Yeah, they're on the way. You pick up gravel from there. Well, that should be keeping. Yeah, we got. Oh, not that much gravel. Well, that's okay. Right, let's get back over to here. What we will do is put you onto that to provide the workforce to do the rolling. I'm a little bit concerned about bricks. I don't think we're using bricks down here. We know we just need what we call it, prefabs. We should have loads of prefabs. We just need someone to move them. this is under repair. Just have a quick look and see. Yeah, we got all the bricks. We just need the workforce to finish off repairing that. Hopefully we won't have an earthquake until that is actually finished. Oh, what's the fertility? There's just so much going on. Apologies that I'm jumping around all over the place, but yeah, we're going to need to work on the fertility, but we are still in 1916, so we can't really expect too much. Actually, let's just check the food supplies. Shaky, very, very shaky. That means we're most likely importing food at the moment, yeah, which is probably going to eat into our economy. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're importing crops and food at the moment, so we are losing money. But hopefully another month, and we should get a kind of survival from that point of view. That's why this is. I'm kind of thinking if this works over here, what I might do is trying to do something else along that lines up here, but again it comes down to workforce. Anyway, I'm running out of time, so what I'm going to do is we're just going to try and finish off what we were doing here. So we've got there, what we need now is culture in here. Got an old opera house. I don't think we fit that. We've got an occlusion with that building there. Yeah, I know you. We could kind of slip this on just about there. Yeah, I think I want a kind of old opera house here. Well, just slip you in there. And accept that. I think what we'll probably do is duplicate. We are going to need to expand this town out quite a way, so I think we will duplicate the culture. I think if we could put you out there on that corner like that, put you into there, pick that up. Yeah, we've now finished the airport. We'll do that. Just want to get in. We need a pub as well. All about a pub. Alcohol. Beach cafe. Got a bit of a tavern here. Could put a tavern in the town itself. Kind of just tuck it in about here, I think. We put the tavern about there in the center. We haven't put a fire station in either. Now we're going to have oil fields out this way, so I think we're fire station. Bit too big. I think we're now a point in the game where we can start to use the in-game fire station. Actually, my instinct is if we put it there, that will give us some coverage out that way. So, and that would also fit well with what we got on this corner as well. So if we put you about there, it's tucked into this corner here. Of course, we also need to think about heating. That in there. Anyway, I'm running out of time, so what we're going to do is just do the research energy from waste Bauxite purification, train production. I think I am going to research television, but we're not going to put a television station in straight away. I'm just researching that purely from the perspective of that eventually we will do it. We'll research that. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.